Good morning all. Hope you're all with us. I see some people have put up comments already on the site. It's great to see you and welcome to our first real attempt of trying to do this tutorial. Prepare yourselves for lots of things going wrong over the next period of time. Went better than yesterday. At least we've got the live stream up and running. We just have a little challenge. Mary has to turn down the sound on our which she's watching it live, and we're out of sync. Hold on, I turn her down. Turn it down. Prepare yourselves for. Okay. We have it on in the same room, and Mary is watching it on the laptop, and the sound was up, so you could hear it echoing in the background. It's about a half a minute behind what you are actually seeing. So you're all very welcome. So where to start and where to go is another day's work. Right, okay. The first thing, I'm very pleased to see that a fair few people have managed to get themselves online using their laptop or using a tablet, or if you've got a smart TV, you can use it on a smart TV as well. If you've got Chromecast, you can cast it to Chromecast. There's lots of ways you can look at this, and over the next period of time we can be experimenting with those sort of things, right? So anyway, Gary Sinnott, you are very welcome. Bernice, Mary Mac. Oh, Mary Mac on again. Yes, we see Mary Mac's after coming up there. And so that's all good. Bernice, Mary, Gary, and Mary again. There's probably other people out there, hopefully, as well. We'll see who you are. Those who can't comment yet on the YouTube video can comment on WhatsApp on Friends of Anoiga, and we can pick you up there as well. Right then, so the first thing I want to talk about with you is how to use YouTube for those who are having difficulties, right? Something funny on my screen. I'm waiting for it all to build up. Okay, desktop, Photoshop. Keep on talking to myself. By the end of it, I'll probably have got good at this. Okay, desktop. Why won't it move? Move. Okay, let's go this way. Right then, I don't, it's because oh, thank you. Agnes is there. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Now, hopefully your screen should be changing shortly, and it should be showing up what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you're a bit later. Sorry, my apologies. I'll get used to that, and have trust that it is what I think is up on screen is actually up on screen, right? Now, I'll just make this a little bit bigger on screen. When to make this is in Photoshop, so view, fit on screen, right? Okay, this is what you should be seeing, something like what you're seeing, except for instead of these two, you see me there. And this is just to show you how to use YouTube if you're using it on your laptop. If you're using it on a tablet, it is slightly different, right? Okay, so the first bit is going to be how to cover it. Now, most people will know these, but I will go over it, right? If you have it in this format, right, you can see these little circles on it. The one with the green, if you tip that, or if you hit that with your cursor, or if you're on a tablet, some similar things will happen. That will bring the picture to the full size of the screen. As we're going now with a live chat, you see the live chat that's coming along the side of it. That's what you have been saying as the live on the live chat. You've got control over the volume of it in two different places. Here on the yellow circle, if you open that up, there's a little symbol there, and you can make it louder or less. Okay, I get rid of that. That's don't know if you saw that coming. Oh shit! As there's somebody on Skype and they're after, hopefully you won't crash me, because I didn't turn off Skype. Okay, let me see if I can get out of Skype before I lose you. Veronica is in there as well. I'm not blaming you. This goes with the territory. Please don't use Skype, or more importantly, don't use the class one, because it will interrupt with us. All right? Okay. I'll have to sort that out. That's an issue. Okay. If you want to go backwards and forwards on this YouTube, put your cursor here where the red is, push it one way or the other, and it will make it, it'll bring it forward or back. If you're looking at a live stream and you come back to this live stream, maybe in a day's time or whatever, and you look at it and you say, God, there's nothing happening there. That's because you're looking at the beginning of it, where you're just waiting for the stream to come up, or maybe I've left it run on a little bit too much at the end. Oh, somebody's trying to ring me on Skype. I can't cope with you. Okay? Right, okay. The next, hopefully you're all still with me. Now, this bit here will let you go backwards and forwards on it, and you get a timestamp coming up here. So if there's something you want to listen back to that was said in one of these little classes, you can go back a couple of days later and look at it. It'll be still sitting there for you. It'll be either sitting where you're looking at it now, or you can get back through it through the link that is on it. This one here is specially for people who are hard of hearing, and maybe not hard of hearing. If you press that, it will allow you to bring up subtitles. They're not perfect, but they're a great help if you are having any difficulties in that particular area. Okay. The other thing that that's happening here is that if you want to subscribe to me, if you want to be like these people who are able to put up comments, right? If once you have any of my videos open up on the laptop where you want to go, and there was an inquiry up yesterday as to how to get it in there. They put the Eileen did it, and she had difficulty. Now we'll be coming to that, what she did, and having a little discussion about it. But I think what happened to Eileen was that she hand wrote the link that was written down in onto her computer, which isn't a bad idea, and nothing was happening for her. So I reckon one of two things happens. I reckon she might have put it here. She said into YouTube search. If you put it in there, it won't work. It's a URL, right? You see where the URL is up there on top. So you go in there, you take what's out of there, and you put it back in again, and then you hit your return key or your enter key, and it will take care of everything for you. I know it's quite a complex way. Miss one of those letters or one of those numbers or whatever, and the whole thing goes mad. Whereas if you can get the link onto your computer by using an email to get it there, or picking it up somewhere else. I have sent Gary, very often picks it up off an email because he's not on Friends of Anoiga, but I think now, as far as I can remember, he is also picking it up because he is subscribed, right? So if you want to subscribe to me, it doesn't cost money to subscribe, right? Eventually, further on down the road, we will be doing this from the Anoiga laptop. But at this stage, because I'm here and it's in a different spot, we're going to do, for this little test, we will be doing it from here. So if you want to subscribe to me, you go down if you don't see all of this up on your screen, tip that little square fella there and it'll come to this. Tip that little square and it will come back. You go down to subscribe. If you hit the subscribe button and it says unsubscribe, that means you've already subscribed to me, right? But if you haven't, hit subscribe. And if most people have YouTube set up on their computers, right, they don't realize it's there. Most people that I've been working with, trying to get it up and running with, didn't realize it was there. Mr. Google is a strange man. He puts things where you don't expect them to be, and very often it is there. So hit the subscribe, and then when you go have the subscribe done, it says you're subscribed, and then go to this little bell that's beside it, click on it, and it will give you three options, and the best one to go for is the all option. And what that will do is it will give you a notification. I'm hoping that people who have been subscribed to me received notifications that the live broadcast was up. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know really. But that's for us to. By the time we get to the end of this course, we'll all be experts and we will know what is involved in it, right? So when you have all of that done, you will become a subscriber, and you will be able to get to all the stuff that I put up public. You won't need the link anymore, and you will also be able to put in a comment. The comment appears further on down here, down at the bottom. So now, right, this is the next one coming to you. And this shows where you can put in your comment, add a comment. This is further on down along the screen. Add a comment goes in there. Where my little logo is in there because it's me. But that will be your little profile that will be in there, and you can add a comment. Remember, this is public, right? Everybody will see it. So what we all have to do is we all have to learn how to be safe and what's public and what isn't. So we only learn by making mistakes. So if we make a mistake, if we admit to it and tell where the mistake was, the rest of us can learn from it and decide how not to happen. We had it the other day with people accidentally doing Skype calls to a group rather than to an individual. But you only make that mistake once, hopefully, and then we all know that day where the actual problem is. Talking about it forever doesn't make it nearly as good as if you actually make the mistake. Sense taught is better than sense. Oh, sense bought is better than sense taught. Now, sometimes when I do videos and whatever, I have put in that I have information in the description box below. The description box fits underneath that. There's usually a little arrow to lead down to it, and very often you will see it there. And I will often put a link in there and whatever. And it won't be. I don't think it'll be on the live stream unless I put it in afterwards. I edit the live stream and it puts it in there. But in videos that I put up for tutorials, I often say that there's a link in the description box underneath, and that's where it lives. All right, so that's that. Okay. Now, okay, this was what I was putting up for where you have to put the URL. If you're going to the really difficult job of retyping it in, it's up there in the URL box that you put it, not down there in the Google. I'm assuming that's what was giving trouble. Hopefully you have it sorted out at this stage. All right, so that's all of those sort of things. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk to you about is the way the course is going to run over the next period of time. It's going to be on a Tuesday and a Thursday. You will have these live streams. You don't have to look at it when it's actually going out live, but if you do watch it while it's going out live, it makes it more interactive, and you can put up a question or you can ask a question. Mary, has any questions come in on WhatsApp? No questions have come in on WhatsApp. You can put it there or you can put it up here on the screen. I'm live. Mary's watching the screen as well. It's like trying to drive a car where there's loads of things happening at the one time. There's something bleeping in the background. I don't know what that is. I'll have to try and figure out. That's probably notification coming in for something, and I can't see it because of the way the screen is. So if somebody's trying to contact and do something, sorry, I'm not getting to it. I can't see where it is. Might see it later on. So we're talking about the course. On a Tuesday and a Thursday, we will be going out live at 11 o'clock. And those of you who are subscribed to us will will be able to get into it the way we've been explaining. And if not, we will explain it later on when we get into our little groups. You don't have to look at it there and then. You can go back afterwards, and the YouTube live stream will be there for a period of time. How long it lives there, I don't know. I don't know if it lives there forever or for a short period of time, but it is there. So if you miss it, you can come back. But it's great if we have you live because it can be hopefully more interactive. The reason why this is not on Skype talking to you all, we tried that and it worked out as an absolute disaster because it kept on going with bandwidths and all sorts of things, whereas up to hundreds and hundreds of people could be watching this and it won't affect it. You'll all have the same quality of image. So, as I say, that's going to happen on Tuesday and on Thursday at 11 o'clock. Everything is subject to change. As we go along, we might find a better way of doing things. So you're going to be split up into small little work groups, right? And we have a number of work groups set up. Now, very shortly, you will be receiving this on your WhatsApp screen. We're going to send it out, in a few minutes. You don't have to try and write it down. But we had to put, or I had to put names to different times in order to get something down on paper. This is not written in stone because it may not suit certain people. So this little tutorial will take place on the day of the tutorial, the live group one, and then group number 1 will meet on a Wednesday, and I will contact by Skype all of these people on Wednesday between 10 and 11. We have a session, and in this session you will have Etna, Maura and Eileen will be in this particular group. They'll be all linked together. I will contact you on the first time when it needs to be contacted, and that will be that little group. Now, I will join you from 10 to 11. You can stay together or meet or do whatever you want to other than within that group. You can do it at a different stage. You can get together and talk about it, as you can within one another, because that's the advantage of Skype. But we can't really cope with more than 4 there. The thing goes absolutely mad. Then after them, at 11:30 until 12 o'clock, we will have a group. Well, I will join a group with Mary, Mac, Declan and Pat. Okay, and then we will have on the Thursday we will have the next live stream coming up, and then on the Friday there will be a group with Dennis, Bonnie and Bernice, and then after that one from 11:30 to 12:30 you have Irene, Susan and Patricia. Mary, have you sent out the WhatsApp to those?
You're only after finishing now.
Oh, Mary has had the same challenge. Oh, she's waiting until I was finished. Sorry, it's the distance between when I'm talking and when you see things, and the difference that I'm having difficulty getting my head around. So that's how that will work. Not written in stone. We will talk about it later on. If you can't make one of them, that's great. That's not great, but we can swap it around. If you're not in one of the groups and you would like to join one of the groups, I know Gary is not in there. But if you want to join a group, we can always organise that. We will talk after this tutorial.
Agnes is not there.
Sorry?
Agnes is not there either.
Agnes, yeah. Well, Agnes is not. Yeah, because we can include her if she wants to. Anybody can be included. You don't even have to be included in the work groups. You can just watch the live streams if you want to. You can be in there in the background and not be seen. All right? Okay. That is that. Okay. Where do I go next? Okay. Okay, I'm on Photoshop. This Photoshop. I Photoshop up. If I turn off Photoshop, what happens? Am I showing? Yes. If I turn off Photoshop, bring that down. Okay, get rid of. Somebody's been saying things on the class. It's okay. It just goes bing. It doesn't knock me out once you don't make a camera connection there. This is all the stuff you're seeing that I'm trying to cope with. This is my screen, and I suppose I could minimize this so this isn't going to be giving trouble. And I'll try and remember then where I put it. Okay, you're looking at my screen now. As a part of the running of this course, you will have little projects to do each week, and there'll be information and there'll be all sorts of different bits and pieces. And when we're doing courses, this is something that I nearly always do, and most people have seen me do this before, because you don't have to do it this way. But if you do it this way, we're all talking about the same thing.
Devlin can't get a full screen.
Patricia Devlin can't get a full screen.
One of Peter's small in the corner.
Okay, I'm small in the corner. Well, I don't know what's happened to Patricia. Patricia, I will talk to you afterwards, and we will try and sort out. It's that little square little button down in the bottom, right? That I was talking about earlier on. You might have seen that. There's a little square down the bottom right hand corner which brings you to full screen. Okay? Or the other thing you might try, Patricia, I know will be...
The screen is black.
The screen is black. Patricia, start from scratch again.
It's black here as well, you think?
Oh yeah, Mary says our screen is black. That's because you haven't caught up with where I am actually talking. It's this half-minute delay. Well, I hope you're going to come to a picture shortly. I'll be waiting for it to come.
And Dennis as well.
Okay, great. Only sees, picture and not Photoshop. You didn't see Photoshop, right? Okay. So you haven't seen. Did you see the stuff that I had up a few minutes ago? Have you seen the list of people in the different groups as I was talking about it? Furlong, right? Okay. Okay. I know that Maura has put something up on the actual little Skype group. I can't see it from here the way I am set up. So I don't know what you said. Put it onto WhatsApp or onto the screen. Yes, we've all gone black now, have we? Why have we all gone black? There is, I see, display. I beg for forgiveness. It's my fault. There's a little button I hadn't pressed. It should come shortly. It should come very shortly, T. I beg. Oh, no, not there yet. Yes, did see the list. Excellent. Only sees. I lost that last comment. It jumped by on the screen on me. Okay. Now we're getting. It was me. There was a little button here I hadn't pressed. You see that little button? Maura is saying something as well. It's only a black screen in your corner. It's caught up now. We are now flying again because the live stream is back the way we want it to be, right? Okay. And you can also see my screen in the background. Yeah, saw list. Great, Bernice. Yes. Yes, saw list. That's okay. Somebody else must have had a black screen because they moved something. That will happen on the first one. Great to tell us, because if we know there's a problem, and you have it, somebody else will have that problem further on down the road. Okay, that's all good. Okay, Mary, any more in on WhatsApp? No. Okay. Is there? Are you watching it live on the other screen to see the comments coming in? Are you seeing the comments here coming in?
Yeah, well,
sometimes I miss them.
Yeah, well, it's the same as it's coming up on. Yes, we see the list.
Yeah. Mary's getting. Sometimes I miss them because I'm trying to drive a car and not having. I'm not perfect yet. Okay. What I want you to do for the course, we're back to there. We're going to set up a folder on our desktop, right? And I'm doing it now myself. I'll go through it slowly. Right click. Most people know how to do this. New, down as far as new. Over as far as folder, right? And we're going to create a folder, and we're going to call it capital A, capital A, capital A, and you can call it whatever you want to. You can call it class, or you can call it an OIGA, or you can call it whatever you want to. Once you know what I'm going to say, an OIGA, I-G-E, class is what I'm going to call it. That's what I'm going to call it, and then you just hit your cursor anywhere out on the screen, and that will live. And put that up into the corner of your screen. That's what I've been doing over here. This is another one that I've made for you. No, I see you on the phone. Now I see you on the phone, Maura. Oh yeah, you can have me in more than one place, Maura. You can have me in more than one place. That's working very well, Maura, putting the comment up on the Skype class group. That's where Maura put that up. I can see that's popping up on my screen if I'm quick enough to read it. You'll all hear it as a bing coming up. Anyway, we've got this AAA Anoiga class set up here. That's where you'll be putting your homework and the photographs and all the different things that you're going to be doing with the class. And the reason for putting it up there is that at certain times we will be going looking for it, and it is really easy to find a folder that's called AAAA, especially beginning with an A after it, right? Because if you go down to your bottom and you go right click and you come up as far as and left click, sorry, that was the wrong way around. I don't know my right from my left. Okay, you come to File Explorer. Okay, you can keep on clicking until you get the right one, and you can come up here to the very top, get desktop, and all the stuff that's on your desktop, and look at AAA Anoiga comes up to the class. I have AA Anoiga up for myself. I just put in the class when I was doing it with you so that it wouldn't say it already existed, right? I'll take that out when you're gone. That'll be the one that I will be using. And this will make it very, very easy for us. Patricia Devlin, missed call. I don't know, on Skype. I don't know. Don't ring us. Don't ring on that call one, right? Because we can't cope. You can ring one another, but not me. And I don't know if we have enough broadband with all of us to be able to cope with it. So that's where that comes about, and we will be doing that. Right then. Now, I've all that done, and that done. We got the groups done. Okay. Now, because this has been a hard session for you all, okay, I'm going to give you an early day. The teacher's going to let you off early today, you know, which is really good because the Kigra is coming in and we have to prepare for the Kigra. Right then, so this is the homework. This is what the project is going to do, and we're going to experiment with this to see how it goes. Okay, can I get my lovely photograph of myself back up onto screen? Full camera on screen. Hopefully you have my full picture up on screen at this stage. I won't know for half a minute if it is full screen on camera. Yeah, it won't be. It'll be a while before I know if it is there or not. This half minute is hard to cope with. Right then, your homework. Oh yes, you can see it's coming to you. Now sorry? Mistake. That's okay, Patricia. That's brilliant. Once we know it's a mistake, we all have to make those mistakes, and we don't make them, we will be starting up now in full picture, which is great. Homework is, I want you for the next class, which will be on Thursday. So the stuff has to be in by 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So you've until 5 o'clock on Wednesday to get your photograph in. And I want you to go out and take a photograph of anything you want to, anywhere. And the criteria for it is that we are pretending, or we are going to create a new profile photograph to put onto our Skype and into our Google and into our little photograph that comes up beside us. I've changed mine quite recently to those gaudy colours so that everybody will see it popping up and it becomes really obvious. And as I look through your stuff, some of you have really good ones. I think Pat O'Farrell's one is very good with the 2 lampposts, because you can say to somebody, especially if they're looking for you on Skype, not lampposts, 2 post boxes, the blue and red one that Pat is up is very good. Some people have flowers up, some people have photographs of themselves. But what I want you to do, I want you to think, because you're all into photography, and photography is used for so many different bits and pieces, I think it would be a good idea for us to use our photography for our own use and benefit. You can also use this as your profile photograph if you have Facebook or any one of those ones you can put it up on. So the criteria is you take a photograph that will be suitable to be used for a profile photograph. Now remember, when it goes into the profile photograph, it will be round. It has to be very simple. It has to be very explainable. Like if it's a flower, it has to be a very definite flower, a red flower, a blue flower, a pink flower, whatever. But if it's a dog, it has to be something that's really obvious to be seen. If it's something that relates to yourself, it's great. The one that Etna has up, I always thought was very good as well. And I asked Etna where she got it from, and she said that Skype gave it out in the past that you could use these little profile photographs. So that's what your project is, to go and take a photograph that is suitable to be used on it. And you can use your camera, you can use your iPhone, you can use your phone, you can use your Android, you can use whatever you want to take the photograph. It can be a self-portrait of yourself if you want to, but remember, I noticed one, I think it's Dennis's one, the top, you only see the top of his head, and I think that's brilliant because he can say, I am the one where you just see the top of my head. Right, so Dennis, you're not getting away with being able to submit that one again. You'll have to come up with something, a new one. Now, you don't necessarily have to change it, but it's a good exercise, and it's a good exercise in technology to be able to get it in there and have it up there. Now, the question you're all asking, which is a question I haven't answered, how are you going to get it to me? Well, what you do is you put it onto my Skype.
We're all locked down.
We're all locked down. Oh yeah, well you can take, yeah.
Veronica said I have the same problem as Patricia.
You're having, okay, we'll come back to you afterwards and we will sort out where those problems are. That's good to hear that those things are coming. Who's Patricia and?
Well, Patricia, I think is over.
And who's the other person?
Veronica.
Veronica, right, okay. We'll get back to you and we'll sort you out afterwards. So where you're going to put the photograph is onto the Skype, where I have set where to me. Right, put it onto my Skype because it will come in on my name. That's the Peter Gallagher one. You all have that because I am connected to you, right? So you go there, and remember we were showing you how to put up a comment and how to add a photograph in there. Add the photograph that you're going to send to me in there, okay? And I will pick it up, and on our Thursday get together on live stream, we will look at all those photographs. Now don't be worried if yours isn't brilliant. It is far better to put something in and have the technology up and running than not to get something. If you say, I've got nothing that's good enough, that doesn't matter. If that happens, you put any photograph in, just so that we have at least got the technology up and running. We are all going to be making mistakes, and it is far better to do it wrong than not to do it at all. So we'll have to keep up this new technology, and we'll have to keep on pressing, and as all the different problems that happens with different people, we will try and work them out. So are there any... We'll leave it at that. We'll close it up. From now on, if you've got your questions or your comments, put it up on Friends of Anoiga and I can see it there. And we will be seeing you in the group formation, which will be happening tomorrow and on Thursday. But obviously, I can imagine that I'll be in touch with people during the day as well to sort out the problems that they have. You may even have it sorted out yourself. When we're finished and gone and we've closed down, you can close down your system as well and come back in again and pick up the same link as what you're on now. It'll hopefully still be there. Remember to bring the first 10 minutes forward, because the first 10 minutes has got nothing in it. Okay, take care. Thank you all for your patience and perseverance, and maybe someday we will get it. New subscriber Dennis Maloney has just joined us. Good lad, good boy, good man, whichever is the correct way to say it. Take care, and we will be seeing you in the next one. Thank you for participating. Bye.